There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the UCLA Bruins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
We'll see how they react. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game. And this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They're all over him. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop now to see what they do on fourth down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting three and starting this game off on the right foot.
On the return, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The Bruins will hustle to the line. There he goes. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Throwing, Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires on the move. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down. Playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback?
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Rush right in his face, looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Here comes the heat. Buried before he could blink.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He's dropped. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one is perfect. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. He'll do it himself. Now the pitch. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The run inside. It's Coleman. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snaps on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. Second down, gonna throw it. The quick out. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the counter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down to the air. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. In the red area, it's Coleman. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Swamped immediately.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead is down to a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. It's to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Looking for a deep man. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got some room, it was over.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
From deep, it's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Bruins want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's changing the play. Gotta make the play on 4th. Gonna let it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Straight ahead, it's Coleman. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Does not enough on that one.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Coleman. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Hits inside, it's Coleman. Nowhere to go. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Short pass. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Needs it here on 4th down. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to run, it's Hill. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
27, UCLA, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll need a bunch on second down.
Here we go. Ready, go, go.
Hands it off. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Now, a fourth down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up.
Ready. Wide 53. Wide 53. Where did he go?
Looking for the marker. Not gonna get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies in their matchup against the number 2 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Aggies able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out wide right, it's Hill. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the pass. Swats it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Out wide left, it's Bear. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Underwood rushes on, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Deep in the end zone, it's Grove. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Throwing, Underwood. Right side, it's Johnson. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Grove. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Ready, go!
Out wide right, it's Barnes. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical